Yeah, my house is full of chaos. I definitely can't have anyone over today, but I'm going to share with you how I'm going to use this book to hopefully fix that problem. So I often get questions about how I manage to do it all, you know, with the house and the kids and the YouTube and homeschool and all of that, and I don't do it all. In fact, one of the areas that I fail in quite often is the house. I kind of have an all or nothing approach to the house, but that's definitely not working for me because I have 4 kids, we live here, we homeschool here, and so it's impossible to keep it perfectly clean at all times. But I also don't want it to be chaotic anymore either. So you guys, when I have a problem, when something's bothering me, I will often try to seek out answers or advice or books that can help me with that problem. So I started hearing about this book, Sink Reflections, on a lot of different YouTube channels, and I thought, I'm gonna get this book and I'm gonna read it for myself and see if it can really help me. And I'm gonna take you guys on this process as well, because maybe if it can help me, it could also help you. But first, let me show you what I'm talking about with this crazy, chaotic house. So this is the living room on a good day. On a good day, we just have a few toys and a few things of laundry, and that's it. And then we have the dining room, which often has a dirty table from feeding the kids and a floor that needs to be mopped really bad. In the entryway, we often have shoes that don't get put away. And the schoolroom. We have all kinds of stuff that regularly needs cleaning and maintenance. Okay, back to the book. So this is called Sink Reflections by Marla Silly, and she is known as the FlyLady because she loves to fly fish. One of the things that stuck out to me in this book was flying out of chaos, and for her, chaos stands for can't have anyone over syndrome. And I know that I definitely suffer from that syndrome. You know, a lot of times if somebody will come over to my house unannounced, I would just be like, nope, not home, can't have you over, because you know, the table's dirty, there's toys everywhere, and I definitely feel like I can't have anyone over. And that's a problem, and I want to fix it. I want this book to help me with a routine and schedule, but I also give myself a little bit of wiggle room here because, like I said, we live here, we homeschool here. I don't expect it to be perfectly clean. I just want to set up a routine that I can follow, and I think it'll feel better, it won't feel so chaotic. Now, what I like about this book is that the author realizes that she says, your home did not get dirty overnight, and it's not going to get clean in a day. And that is so true. It's all about the baby steps, one step at a time, with the manageable routines. When you have a chaotic and disorganized house, sometimes it's hard to know like where you should start. But in this book, she suggests to start with your sink. You're going to shine your sink. And by doing so, it's going to help you set up the routine because you're going to make sure to maintain this sink every day as part of your routine. But also, just cleaning that is supposed to give you a sense of accomplishment and that give you that boost to keep going. Shiny Sink 101. You have to start by taking all of the dishes out of your sink. Now, you don't necessarily have to do your dishes. Maybe you have a big pile, but you definitely want to clear them all out first. Then you're going to run some very hot water into the sink, all the way up as full as you can, and pour about a cup of household bleach, like Clorox, into that hot water. And then you're going to let it set for about 1 hour. You can definitely not get it on your clothes. You may want to wear gloves. Okay, we're going to let that water drain, and then we're going to rinse out our sink really well. Next up is the cleanser. You can use Comet, Ajax, or I'm going to be using baking soda. You're going to sprinkle it all around and scrub, scrub, scrub your sink. Then we're going to take a sharp edge, like a butter knife, and clean around the rim of your sink. You get all that crud out of there. Next, you're going to clean around the faucets. Now, to clean your faucets, you can actually use an old toothbrush to get into those nooks and crannies, or even some dental floss. The next step is to get your Windex or whatever window cleaner you use and spray it all over and then give it a good shine. Now, Now, since I don't have a stainless steel sink, mine's not gonna shine quite as much. If your sink isn't super shiny after the Windex, you can put a light coat of wax or lemon oil to shine it up. And tell yourself it doesn't have to be perfect. That's definitely hard for me with my all or nothing sort of personality, just to be happy with it being good enough. Now, every time you run the water in your sink, be sure to take a clean towel and dry it. You can also lay out a new clean cloth every night before you go to bed, and your sink is gonna stay shiny. You won't have those water spots. Now, to keep your sink looking nice, one of the things that you can do is you can train your family to put their dishes, their dirty dishes, directly into the dishwasher. And then she even says that to remind your family members, you can leave a note right on the sink that gets their attention and reminds them where their dishes go. Now, my kids are little, but my 5-year-old and my 7-year-old definitely could do this. And that's it for baby step number 1 of the FlyLady method. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm hoping to make a series out of this. Step 2 is clothes. It's related to clothes and getting ready in the morning and how to do that quickly and all that stuff. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.